Okay, so custom indicators are indicators that are not there in your MT4 that you install all by yourself. Is that okay? So we have default indicators, which are the ones that came with your MT4. Okay, and then we also have you installed all by yourself because of what you want to do with them. Nice one. So today we want to discuss about understanding a special indicator that can only be found on Cjc platform. Now, the reason for this particular indicator is so put in place such as to help traders or people who want to trade the financial market to trade easily without much stress or without no stress at all. And this particular indicator is designed with one thing in mind, to help even people from the grassroots, that is people who don't know how to trade, to actually trade the financial market with the help of this particular indicator. For me, I don't see it so much as an indicator, I see it as an expert advisor, but an expert advisor that prompts you on when to come into the market and when to get out of the market. It is not really an indicator precisely. Okay, though it is called an indicator, but from the professional angle, it is not an indicator, it's an EA, it's an expert advisor. Now, there are two kinds of EA. There are EA, which upon analyzing the market, places the trade for you, and there are EAs that just analyze the market and allow you, the owner or the user, to place the trade manually for yourself. Is that okay? So I think this particular indicator is which is called the Pipsspeed indicator, is more appropriately called a Pipsspeed EA. Okay, so it is called an EA because being an EA, it is even in your MT4, it is installed as an expert advisor, not as an indicator. So it's an EA. All right, so it is not an for a general understanding, since the name has already indicator. All right, so but it's preferably called an EA. Now, this indicator cannot be found anywhere. It cannot be found in any other platform other than Cjc platform. It is customized and only can be used on the Cjc platform. This is to enable our clients, whoever from any level, be it at the beginning level, intermediate level, advanced level, to be able to trade the financial market and make some profit for each or ourselves. All right, so it is not difficult at all. It is simple to use. It is user-friendly, and I'm going to explain how this indicator works and how you can use this indicator to actually grow your account, and the step-by-step means of how you can install or download it on your MT4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a top-notch indicator that will help you. And for you to use this indicator, you just have to follow the due process and the due what I'm going to show to you today, so that once you fund your account, you don't need any little or no idea of Forex, but once you understand how to use this indicator, you can make successful trading and make profit in your account. So let's dive into it. How does this Pipsspeed indicator actually works? All right, let's just see something. The Pipsspeed indicator, I will go to show you a diagram. Let's look at this. Okay, like the Pipsspeed indicator, as I've earlier said, is just an indicator, or more properly called an EA, that tells you when to buy or when to sell a particular asset. One thing about the Pipsspeed indicator is that it is so designed and factored in such a way that it can only be used on a 4-hour time frame. The reason for it is that being used on a 4-hour time frame enables indicators work best, okay? Because this is based on an indicator setup, so indicators work best better off on a higher time frame. On a lower time frame, you will see so much of noise, so it is better used on a higher time frame. Be that as it may, even if you're using any other indicator apart from this, whether be it moving average, be it MACD, be it your RSI, okay, be it your stochastic, whatever indicator you're using, or be it whatever custom indicators, These indicators, just notice that indicators work best at higher time frame, marking from 4 hours, daily, weekly, monthly. They are more accurate. And because noise is being filtered, okay, at higher time frames. All right, so this is how the indicator works. You can see for account, just screenshot, but I'm going to show you practical MT4. Then tomorrow we are going to do a practical section with this indicator so that we can see how this indicator actually works, how to use it to place trade. Is that okay? Now this is actually a screenshot of a setup, how the indicator is. The indicator tells you when to buy, all right, and then when to sell. Let me take off this, all right, when to buy and when to sell. You see, there was a current trade when this was screenshot, there was a current trade that was going on. Look at this sell, and then whenever it prompts you for a sell, wait, there's also going to be an arrow, all right, an arrow that identifies or tells you that this particular market is a sell market. Is that all right? Let me just make it bigger so that the screen where you'll see it in a more accurate format. Okay, nice. So you see, whenever it gives you a buy signal, it will also come up with an arrow or a thumb, right? You see a thumb or an arrow telling you either for a buy to see an arrow pointing upward or a thumb raising up this way, or for a buy, for a sell, you see the arrow, okay, downward pointing arrow, and then a thumb pointing downwards. Is that okay? It's either you see a thumb or an arrow. Is that okay? Now, so when you see the market gives you a buy signal, all right, it waits for the arrow to show up. I'm going to tell us more about the entry, how to enter the market whenever it gives you the signal. Better off tomorrow. But today, I want to just give us a general background or a theoretical overview of the Pipsspeed indicator. Is that okay? Which of course I appropriately call a Pipsspeed EA. All right. So now on this particular, look at this particular market was taken. The indicator gives us, or the EA gives us, a sell. Okay, it indicates for us a sell. The arrow is pointing downwards, telling that this is a sell market, and then we just wait. Now, if you see, whenever the arrow points or shows up, it will show up on top of a candle, a 4-hour candle. So you will not enter on that exact candle upon which the arrow is on. You will wait upon the next candle opening, you enter your market. But we're going to discuss more about this tomorrow. Okay, how to use it to trade your live account. Because we're going to trade live tomorrow. So on this particular case scenario, we look at it. It gives us a sell signal, right? Sell. Look at the arrow. You can see it, and then the arrow is pointing on this candle. All right. Let me give us all right. This. The arrow is pointing on this candle. You can see, but we're not going to enter the market on this candle. We are going to wait upon the next candle opening. Here, which is this one. That is where we enter the market. Is that okay? That's where we're going to enter the market and then let it ride. Now, this is very simple. It is something that anybody can use and trade into our account. I just want to tell you this. Look at this particular account here. This account, and one very thing about this particular system is that it is so programmed that as small as $100, because if your account is below $100, the indicator or the EA won't work on your account. So you must ensure that the minimum balance on your account is what? $100. So that is it. So we are going to, if this account was funded with an $100 account, and then it was traded with this particular EA manually, with a lot size of 0.01 minimum lot size, and that account was grown from $100 to $35 in just less than a week. Is that okay? Now tell me, if in less than a week someone has 35, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, definitely there is the possibility of making roughly close to $150 to $200 in a month. Is that not salary? to some persons. All right. So that is why we want to initiate this. All right, to all of our clients, and they educate you on how to use this system, so that if as many of you that are having difficulty trading the financial market, you've been trading and you're losing, this is going to be something that is going to work perfectly for you to help you out and then to make consistent profit. That's why it's called Pipsspeed, okay, to make consistent pips in your trading. All right, so now let's look at this Pipsspeed. How do we install it? All right, so this is what we want to do right up. Now, straight up, this is it. Let's go to the next slide. How do we install this Pipsspeed indicator? Is that okay? How do we install it? Now, here is it. The way to install it is quite simple. Okay, it's quite simple. And here is the rundown on how to install the Pipsspeed. The first thing we have to do is this. Number one, you have to open an account with Cjc. That is the first. You cannot have this indicator if you don't have an account or a trading account with Cjc Markets. That is the basics. You cannot use this indicator if you don't have an account with Cjc Market. That is the one, condition number one. Condition number two, you cannot also use this indicator or this EA without a minimum of $100 deposit in your account. Okay, your account balance must always not be less than $100 for this particular EA to keep on working in your system, in your MT4. Now, once you have an account with Cjc Market, you've registered, you have a live account. I mean, when I mean account, I mean a live account with Cjc Market that is funded with at least $100. Then you are qualified to make use of this particular indicator, which is known as the Pipsspeed indicator. Now, how do you install it into your MT4 platform? Mind you, in this indicator or this EA, of course, you understand with me that EAs does not work on phones. So if you want it to work on your phone, there's a way it can be set up for you. All right, but this works on system. So which means that if you must use this, you must have a laptop system. And for me, I want to say this categorically, that you can't tell me that you're a good Forex trader if you don't have a system. If you want to take Forex as a career, if you want to take Forex as something that will give you a side money or can give you a passive money, that is of great necessity that you have a laptop system. To me, on my own opinion, in my own perspective, any person that does not have a laptop system, I see that person as an unserious fellow as regards Forex trading. All right, so you must have a system, you must have a smartphone alongside with the system to do good trading, okay, with the Forex market. Now let's go ahead. The next thing we're going to do right away is to look at how to download this EA or this indicator. First, we have to go to this site, pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com. That is the site we are going to go. All right, pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com. You can see the link there. So we got to use Pipsspeed, okay, .getfastcashnetwork.com. All right. Now, once that is done, what you do, so let me share my screen. To share screen. Sharing screen, I want to, let's say, okay, let me bring up the, okay, just hold on a minute. I want to share my screen. Let me go to Google. Let's go to Google and then we'll get to the site. Okay. Nice one. So let me resume. Okay, so let me resume the share screen. So I want to share my screen. All right, so nice. So now what I'm going to do straight up is this. So I want to type Pipsspeed. Okay, Pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com. So that's it. So I'm going to that site straight up. All right. So I'm going to that site, pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com. So mind you, what I said was that you must first of all do what? Have an account with Cjc Markets, the first. Now, after you have an account with Cjc Markets, then you must have a deposit of at least in your account $100. Okay. Then once that is done, to get the indicator or the Pipsspeed EA, you just have to go to this site, pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com, just as I've done. When you log in, or when you rather put in that address on your Google browser, it will bring you to this landing page. Now, on this landing page, I want to register a fresh account. All right, I want to register a fresh account that was funded in the practical section. All right. Yes, I want to register a fresh account. So now, once that is done, the first thing now is that you have to register. Okay. If you're following, just type in yes, please. If you're following, let me know if you're following. If you're following, just type in yes, please. Okay, on register. Now, when you click on register, it will take you to a page where you are going to put in your name, choose a password, and then your email. Is that okay? So now, user ID, I'm going to put Dimabo there. Okay, user ID. All right, password. I'm going to choose this as my password, P. So just put any password of your choice. Is that okay? Then confirm password, the same. All right. Then your email address. Okay. I'm going to put my email address, shedrakdimabo@gmail.com. All right. So I have done that. The next thing is to confirm my registration. Is that? So I click on it. Now you see your account is active and you can log in. Okay. So let me just save this. It's my own personal system. All right. So I can log in. So now, mind you, it's a very simple step. Once you just go there, you say register, because even if you have opened an account with Cjc, you have funded your account, you have to come to the Pipsspeed fast cash, pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com, to that site, and then register. It's your first time. Okay. Now, after you have registered, you just put in your username, your user ID, password, your email, that you register. So I click here to say to log in. Is that okay? So I want to log in now. Now, my username is Dimabo. My password, I've placed in my password. For me, since it's my system, I decided to save it. Okay. Now, I just say continue. Okay. Now, when I click on continue, it will take me to another landing page, and it says welcome Dimabo, and then the first step, click here to submit your CJC user account detail. All right, so I'm going to do this first. So I'm going to click on first, click here to submit your CJC user CJC USD account detail, USD account detail, sorry, I said user. All right, so when I click on it, it will bring me to this point. Say account is being added to Pipsspeed indicator. Is that okay? Account platform MT4, account type live, broker Cjc Markets, trade server is there. Then account number, I'm going to put my MT4 account number. Is that okay? And my MT4 account number is 7938. Okay, 16. So that's it. Initial deposit, mine is 101. So that's my initial deposit, is higher than the minimum, which is $100. The currency is in USD, so I'm fine. So, and I say submit. So everything is accurate. Okay. All right. So I said submit. So I just click on submit. And there you go. Say success, CJC account successfully registered. So I say continue. Is that okay? So email sent success details. Is that okay? Yeah. So I say continue. Nice. So you see, this has been ticked good. Is that? Yeah. Now the next thing is this. You can see my account detail here. Yeah. All right. I want to link my account to this EA, because this particular EA is controlled. Am I too fast? I hope it's detailed enough. Please, if you're following, just type in yes, please. If you're following, it's being recorded. So after the whole class, if you don't follow, you can still download and then see how to maybe go over it again. Is that okay? All right. So nice. So now, after I submitted my MT4 details, you can see at this particular point, it's telling me to link or to detach, okay, or to delete this particular Pipsspeed. So I'm going to click on this what? Link. Is that okay? Yes. So you see success. CJC account successfully associated to Pipsspeed for personal trading. Is that okay? Now I say continue. Is that? Now I have linked it. Is that okay? I have linked it. So this thing has been linked. Everything has been linked. If I want to detach it, this is the detach button. Is that okay? I can detach my account from it. Okay. Let me see if there's any question. All right. Everybody's flowing. Everybody's flowing. So now my account has been linked. Is that okay? So the next thing to do, therefore, is to now what? Download the Pipsspeed indicator. All right. Yes. So download the Pipsspeed indicator. So I will click on the Pipsspeed indicator. All right. Yeah. So this is the Pipsspeed indicator. Now, what happens? There are two things here. It said download Pipsspeed instruction guide. Now, for those people who will be finding it difficult knowing how to install it, you can download the guide here. All right. It will be downloaded as a PDF on your system so that I can read it and know how to install it. But I already know. So what I just need is to download the indicator. So download Pipsspeed indicator. So here is it. I click on it and then boom, it's downloading. Do you see that? All right. You can see it downloading. All right. So I have downloaded the Pipsspeed indicator. Okay. I downloaded the Pipsspeed indicator. Now, haven't downloaded this Pipsspeed indicator. What are we going to do next? Is to go to our download, is that? And then pick the raw file. Is that? Is to go to our download and pick the raw file. So let's go to our download. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. So where is download? This is download. So if I click on download, you will see the Pipsspeed indicator downloaded. Let's see. Okay. Looking for the Pipsspeed indicator. Okay, here is it, guys. Can you see it? Pipsspeed.exec, the exec file. So let me just use my notation to mark it up. Okay, so that's it. That? Yeah. Pipsspeed what? All right. Can you say that? So now that is the pipsspeed.exec file. And so what you're going to do right away is to copy it and then install it in your MT4. Is that? All right, so we want to copy it right away. Okay, so we want to copy it straight up. So what do we do? Is to come here, click on it, highlight it, right click, and then say copy. Is that? Yeah, you copy it. Now that you've copied it, what do you do with it? You now go to your MT4. So let me share my screen, sharing the MT4 platform. Okay, so here's my MT4 platform. Is that okay? Can you see my MT4 platform? If you can see my MT4 platform, just type in yes, please. Yeah, if you can see my MT4 platform, just type in yes, please. So how do I download this lesson so I can watch it again for better understanding? Okay, we are going to place the video, okay, the recording in the Telegram group. So you can go over again, watch it over and over and over and over. Is that okay? Nice one. Watch it over and over and over. Okay. Now that we have downloaded, we have copied the exec file. So the next thing is, how do you install an EA in your MT4 or an expert advisor or an indicator in your MT4? Very simple. The first thing you're going to do is go to file. This is file. Let me show you this. Go to file. Go to file. Okay. Yeah. Go to file. Let me bring a drawing instrument. Okay. So you go to file. This file. Is that? This file. So when you click on file, I'm taking my time to explain this, slow and steady. When you click on file, okay, when you click on file, on that file, a pop-up menu will come up. On that pop-up menu, click on Open Data Folder. Okay, click on what? Open Data Folder. This is it. So click on this Open Data Folder. Another window will show up. Is that okay? Another window will show up. Let me delete this drawings there. Okay, another window will show up. And then on this other window that shows up, you will see configuration history log MQLF4. I don't know, are you seeing, if you're seeing the MQL4 folder, can you just type in yes, please? By that I mean this. Are you seeing the MQL folder? This. If you're seeing it, can you just type in yes, please? Please, if you're with me, just type in yes. Okay, nice one. Nice. Mr. Peter said no. Are you seeing my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, not seeing it. Okay. Let me share. Let me share it. Can you see it now? Okay. So, can you see it now? Okay, nice one. So, what I'm saying is that you will click on the MQL4 folder, which is this. All right? MQL4 folder. Once you click on the MQL4 folder, the next thing you're going to do ASAP is to open that folder. Okay, you open that folder. All right. Once you open that folder, you will see experts, file. You see experts, file, image, include indicators, libraries, logs, preset, project scripts. That is that this particular indicator is installed as an EA. Is that okay? It is installed as an EA, as an expert advisor. As I've told you before, that there are EAs that trades for you. That is the normal one a lot of people know. And there are EAs that only just gives you entry and exit point. They don't trade, they only give you signals. Is that okay? So it's you that is going to manually execute those signals. So what you're going to do straight up ASAP is that you go to experts here, click on experts. Under experts, you're going to paste that particular file, which is the pipsspeed.exec file. Is that okay? Pipsspeed.exec file. So under experts, so you right click. You know, we copied it and now we want to paste it. So you paste it here. That's it. All right. So it's now, you can see now that the pipsspeed.exec file is now pasted, okay, in our expert folder. Okay. Yeah, in our expert folder. Now, that is why I was trying to say that the Pipsspeed is an EA, though it is called the Pipsspeed indicator, because if it's an indicator, it's going to be installed in the indicator folder. But for the fact that it is installed in the expert advisors folder, it's an EA. All right. Yes, EAs are constructed with indicators. That is correct. But this Pipsspeed is an EA. But an EA that will only gives you signals of which you will manually execute. Is that okay? EAs that will give you signals of which you will manually execute. So now we have installed it in the EA folder. Is that okay? Now, what do we do? You're going to close this page. After you've done that, you close this page. All right. You close this page. So I'm closing it. Is that okay? Yes, I'm closing this page. That's it. Now, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Now, I am in my MT4. Okay. Now, on my MT4, mind you, I have installed the EA in the expert advisors folder. But I'm going to refresh my indicator to recognize this EA. Is that okay? Yes, I'm going to refresh my indicator to recognize, my MT4 to recognize this EA that has been installed. So where do I refresh? Is that, look, there is this particular icon here. Do you see this icon with a star? Okay, let me use, please, can you see my screen, please? Can you see my screen? Just type in yes if you can see my screen, please. All right, nice one. Thank you. Okay. Okay, nice one. Thank you. So now we are going to refresh. So what I'm going to do straight up ASAP is to take up this, you can see this icon with a star. All right, I'm going to click on it. When I click on it, my details will show. This particular icon is called the navigator. The navigator button, when you click on it, it will tell you the owner of the account, okay? And if it's a real account, of course, you can see that this is a real account because you can't install this on a demo. It can only be installed on a real account. And then we installed this EA under expert advisors. So we are going to right click on expert advisor, highlight it, right click, and then refresh. Now, when you refresh, everything, if it's a new installation, is going to be recognized by the system. It's going to be recognized by the system. Okay, it's going to be recognized by the system. So now we have refreshed. So I right click, I say refresh. Okay. Then if I go further, there is this plus sign here. If you click on that plus sign, everything that is under expert advice on the folder will show up. Now you can see the Pipsspeed is also involved there. Can you see it? Yes. The Pipsspeed is also there. Let me indicate it so that you can see it. Okay, let me indicate it. So you can see the Pipsspeed. All right, that's it, the Pipsspeed indicator. Now, what else are we going to do? Please, Celestine, can you mute your mic? Okay. So what else can you do after you have installed it? All right. Number one, we are going to do something because it's an EA. We are going to do some things being an EA. Let me just show you straight up. Let me clear this write-ups. Okay. So being an EA, there are some things we are going to do. We are going to go to tools. First of all, tools. When you click on tools, go to options. All right, we want to do some configurations. Tools, go to options. Under options, come to expert advisor. Now this configuration is very important because it will help you. This configuration is done so that the system or the EA can properly communicate with the server system, okay, that is controlling it. So come to expert advisors. Under expert advisor, you will click on allow web requests for listed URL. You also click on allow DLL imports. Okay. All right. Then here you click on add. This add here is the site where you went to download your Pipsspeed advisor or indicator. That is what you type in there. Is that okay? And that site where we downloaded it, okay, let's see it. We'll put it there, Pipsspeed. I just want to copy it, pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com.index. Okay. All right, so let's just download it, copy it. When we copy, all right, and then, is that okay? We paste it here. All right. So pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com. That same site is what we will put in there, and we say okay. Is that okay? So we'll okay it. So that is done. All right. So once you've done that, the next phase is that since this is an EA, we have to enable auto trading. Okay. If people who have used expert advisors before understand that if you are going to use an expert advisor or a robot, you have to enable auto trading. This enabling auto trading is to make the MT4 recognize that, look, there is a system that wants to do this trading, so allow it. Is that okay? So we are going to enable auto trading. So here is it. Where are you? Okay. So let's enable auto trading. So the auto trading button is what I want to show to you. This is auto trading button. There is it. All right. Once the auto trading is enabled, there's a particular thing that shows red that will turn green. Okay, so to enable it is just to click. Okay, so if I click on this auto trading, if I click it, okay, it turns green, just like when you are playing your movie. Okay, when you see that green button, it means that something is okay, but if it sees red, it means that this thing has stopped. So we have enabled auto trading by just clicking on it. You will see a green arrow with a green arrow. Let me just use the word green arrow, or a white arrow with a green color surrounding it. That shows that the auto trading is active. Is that okay? But if you see just a red symbol, it shows that the auto trading is not active. So so you have to click on it. Now, once you've done that, now we can now bring in our Pipsspeed indicator to the table. How do we bring it? You just come here on the navigator, click, hold, drag, and drop. Bam. Is that okay? Yeah. So that is it about the Pipsspeed. Click, hold, drag, and drop. Now, but there are some things we have to configure. Number one, let's go to common. Under common, we have to allow DLL imports and allow import of external experts, allow live trading. Okay, it's already checkmate. All right, then let's go to inputs. Under inputs, arrow. Okay, so you see what we use there is arrow type 225 and there 226 is already there. Strategy 2, we are going to click on strategy 2. Okay, do you say that? So strategy, use strategy 2 because we have two strategies there. Strategy 2 is a modified version that works better. So take on strategy 2 and then that is it. All right, so this thing is arrow type. So once that is done, and then the time frame is this particular EA only works on a 4 hours time frame. Is that okay? Only on the 4 hours time frame. So the buy arrow shows green, while the sell arrow shows pink. Now, once that is done, you just click on your OK. Okay. So now it's asking me to put in my Pipsspeed username. All right. All right. So now I'm going to put in my Pipsspeed username. So let's go back again, bring it in. Yeah. So that's my username. Okay. So my username is what? Dimabo, right? I forgot that. So DINMABO. That's it. So let me say this one again. Strategy 2. Okay. Is that okay? So it's secured. Nice. So I got to click what? Okay, nice. So it goes. Is it asking me of my Pipsspeed username? Wow. Okay, let's go again. Username is Shadrach Dimabo, right? Or user ID. Let me put D, if it is capital sensitive, perhaps. Okay, so let's see what goes on there. If it doesn't still accept, we just got to go back to our username, go to the site again. Okay, let's go back to the site and see if we're making an error. Just hold on. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so here is it. Let's see. Let me log out so that I'll see our username. Okay, so log in. Log in. Okay, so with this, what we have, username Dimabo, right? So we are correct. We are correct. So what's going on? All right, so let me copy this. Let me just copy this as it is. Okay, so let me share my screen again. So let's see, because it's asking us for the username. Okay, Pipsspeed username. All right, so let's come in here and click on it again. All right, so let's see your Fast Cash Network username. Okay, and that we have as the marble paste. Is that okay? Someone is raising his hand. Okay, just hold on. Udo. Udo.
So are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes,
Go ahead.
If you look at just check the box. There are two username there. You have to type in the upper one and the lower one before it can go through.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Thank you. I'm supposed to put it at the upper one. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Thank you.
Both upper and the
yeah, I did not see that. Thank you so very much. All right,
okay.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you, Udo. I did not see that. So we are correct anyway. So let's put in the okay, so this is the username. Okay, so the strategy 2, that means you're following greatly. All right, now let's keep it this way and then let's okay it. Okay, now validating license and details, press okay. Okay, okay, so this thing is supposed to show on our listing here. So let's see, why is it not still showing? All right, let's see. Your Fast Cash Network username. Okay, let's see again. Now is there. Okay, so we have done it right. So let's go. So as I've earlier said, we take strategy 2. All right, and then we okay it. So registering Pipsspeed indicator, validating license and details, press OK. Add the address pipsspeed.cash in the list of allowed this. Okay. So all right, let's go. There's something we have to do. All right. Okay. So okay. Now, guys, let's go back to tools. There's something it's asking us to do. Options. It's saying that what we put in here, okay, this one is not supposed to be among. Okay, so let's take off this. It's just pipsspeed.getfastcashnetwork.com. That's it. So once that is done, we okay it. Okay, so now let's go back again. This system is so sensitive that anything you miss, you have to put it right. Okay, nice. So strategy 2, and then let's go. Okay, Pipsspeed successfully registered. Do you see that? All right, so we have a success here. Nice. So you see, it's showing, right? Is it? Can you see it in my system? Okay, it's showing. Okay, let me change the background of my setup. Properties. Let me use black background or dark background. This white, and then bar up, bar down. Let's just keep it this way. It's very clear, right? Can you see this, guys? Do you see the buy and the sell? Can you see that? Okay, so we have successfully installed the system on our MT4. Now you can decide to go for the one of Harrow or Toms. Okay, if you want to use the one for Toms or Harrow, you can just go to, what's it called? You go to your expert advisor, properties. Is that okay? When you click it, you can come here, you see Harrow, this is, all right, let's look at this. For instance, I can remove the Toms, okay? And leave only the arrows, okay? That is it, and okay it. Okay? Let me do it again. Arrow type. This is configured arrow type. Putting this up. Buy arrow code, okay. The buy arrow code is this, 225. The sell arrow code, 226. Is that okay? All right. They give us the code. They don't want Toms. Me, I don't want Toms. It's my personal assistant. I don't want Toms. So the buy arrow code 225. The sell arrow code 226. Okay. So once that is done, I just okay it. All right. So I have my arrow. Right? Yes, the arrow is there now. So if you prefer the Toms, no big deal. But me, I prefer the arrow. So that is it. Do you get that? Nice one. Now, on how to use it to trade. Now imagine this market, guys. Imagine this market. See the sell, okay? Imagine this market. So on how to use it to trade to enter live accounts, we are going to discuss this tomorrow, okay? Today, we just had the time to see how we can go to our site, register it, put everything in place, install it in our system, and get it running. So tomorrow, we'll now use it to scan for trades, place live trades, see how and the conditions to be met to use it to place a live trade. Does this make sense? And if the teaching is very clear, can you just type in yes, please? Does this make sense? Does this make sense, please? And if the teaching is quite clear, just type in yes, please. So please, guys, just go fund your account. The video will be made available. It's recorded, so I'm going to place the video in our Telegram group and everywhere so that every person can go over it again and again practically, and then you can do the setup on your home. And then tomorrow we are going to do everything possible, see how we can trade with it on a live account. Is that okay? We are going to see how to scan for trades and then place a live account, live trade on it. Is that okay? That is what we are going to do. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks so very much. I'm going to place a recording in the Telegram group so you can go over it again and again and again. Thank you so very much. And but you need to adjust the buy and sell so it can be at the top and bottom. Don't worry. Just it's quite clear, it's fine. But tomorrow I'm going to tell you the modality. And if you are going to make any adjustments, let's keep it tomorrow. So now that we have the system in our MT4, so tomorrow we are going to use it to analyze the trade and then do some wonderful thing tomorrow. Is that okay? So thank you so very much. It's very lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And bye-bye.